Hello, hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the map pointing. In the ICSE board, question number 2 is there for the map pointing, all map filling exercise related with the 10-mark question. So today we will discuss about all these things. Very first, that such type of maps are available. You can use this map for practice purpose for all type of this ICSE board photo state map. You can get the photo state copy of this map for all type of topography, all type of these map pointing. Now very first we will discuss about the mountains, peaks and plateaus. As you can see, that is map of India for question number 2. Now you can see here very first Mount Godwin Austen. So what is this? This is the mountain peak, and you can see triangle is here. This is a triangle which showing the mountain, and this is the Karakoram range. The pink color you can see here, this is the Karakoram range of mountain, and here triangle shade it with some different color, and that is the Mount Godwin Austen. That is also called K2. Remember, K2 is the another name for this. Now see the Himalaya mountain range. Brown color you can use for this, and how you can mark? You can mark with the long line, shaded line, thickened line, and it extends from Indus River in the west. This is the western side, up to the Brahmaputra River in the east. But remember, only the hilly or mountainous area you can cover, like Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Then it begins Nepal, then Sikkim, Bhutan and Arunachal Pradesh. So here is the Himalaya mountain range, and the Himalaya actually you can see arc shape you can show here, which covers a distance of about 2,400 kilometer. They run in a west to east direction from the Indus in the west up to the Brahmaputra in the east. So all reference you can make from the river, because the rivers are there. So every feature you can make river as a reference to locate any of the feature. Now next is the Aravali. As you can see, this is the Aravali Hills in the Rajasthan, which run parallel to the southwest monsoon. So Aravali Hills, like this concave shaped, little with concave shape. Then next you can see Vindhyachal. This is the mountain range which divide India into North India and South India. So this is called Vindhyachal also. It is also called Vindhyas. Some indirect question also asked, like which mountain range divide India into North India and South India. So Vindhyachal or Vindhyas. And between Narmada and Tapi, this yellow shading you can see. This is Satpura range, Narmada river and Tapti. Between them, from this edge to this edge, you can mark Satpura range. Then further you can see this is Chota Nagpur Plateau, where you can place the Chota Nagpur Plateau in front of this river, Damodar river. This is Chambal, Betwa, Sun, and this is Damodar. So here in front some irregular shape, Chota Nagpur Plateau, which is rich in mineral resource. So that is in the state of Jharkhand mostly. So next we will talk about eastern and western Ghat. Now you can see this is the peninsular India, the South India, what we refer. It is also called the peninsular India or South India, or Deccan area, also called Deccan Plateau area. Now you can see here Deccan Plateau. between Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat. Now, what is that Western and Eastern? This is a Western Ghat having three broken lines. Three places it is broken. This is Thal Ghat, Bhor Ghat, and at the last here you can see this is the Pal Ghat. So here the passage between the mountain. So these are passes, Thal Ghat, Bhor Ghat and Pal Ghat. So running parallel to the western coast, this is the Western Ghat, and running parallel to the eastern coast, this is the Eastern Ghat. But remember, do not put any line or dash or shading here between Godavari and Krishna, otherwise it may wrong, because there is no mountain range or hilly area in between Godavari and Krishna river. So don't place any marking here. So this is the Eastern Ghat. So what is the location of the Deccan Plateau? South of the Vindhya. In the west it is bounded by the Western Ghat. In the east it is bounded by the Eastern Ghat, and between them a triangular shape, as you can see, triangle having the base at the top and vertex at the bottom. So this is inverted triangle, that is the Deccan Plateau. Once again, the Deccan Plateau is a triangular landmass that lies to the south of the river Narmada. This is the river Narmada. To the south lies the Deccan Plateau, and this is the Western Ghat and this is the Eastern Ghat, and where it joined together, where the Western Ghat and Eastern Ghat join together, this is the place you can see. This is called the Nilgiris, where the famous Uti Hill station located here. So this is the Nilgiri Hills, which bordered three states, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. So Nilgiri Hill is also the place where Western and Eastern Ghat join together. So in this way you can remember, where slight curve of Kaveri, there is like this symbol you can draw for the Nilgiri Hills. So this is all about the mountains, peaks and the plateaus. Now see plains, how to mark the plains on the map of India. So in the syllabus there is the Gangetic Plain. So you can see very widely Gangetic Plain that extend very widely in many states and adjoining to the Ganga river. So this is the main river, what we call the Ganga. So this Ganga river and the source of origin of the Ganga, that is the Gaumukh in the Himalaya region. From here the Ganga originates and the mouth of the Ganga is ultimately here, that is in the Bay of Bengal. So there is the Himalayan tributary of Ganga and these are the peninsular tributaries of Ganga. So Ganga is one of the longest river and adjoining areas of the Ganga are called Gangetic Plains. So once again remember, theoretically the Gangetic Plains are spread over the state of North India, Haryana, Delhi, and this is the UP, then further Bihar, then this is a part of the West Bengal, and partly it is bound here by Jharkhand and here the West Bengal. So this whole area near to Ganga and its adjoining tributary, that is the Gangetic Plain. Now next we will see the coastal plains. Now in coastal plain there are the two coastal plain, the western side the western coastal plain and eastern side is the eastern coastal plain. Now try to understand how to mark this. The very first, the Konkan Coast, the part of Maharashtra, the plus the part of Goa. This is the Goa and this is the Maharashtra. So coastal area of Maharashtra plus coastal area of Goa, together we call the Konkan Coast. Once again, this whole area from here to here, this is the western coastal plain that stretches from the Arabian Sea, this is the Arabian Sea this side, to the Western Ghat. Here is the Western Ghat and between them is the coastal plain. Its northern part is called Konkan, this is the northern part, and central stretch This is the central stretch, yellow shading, that is called Kannada or Kannad coast, while the southern stretch or southern part is called the Malabar coast. So these three coasts, remember, which is in your syllabus: Konkan coast, Kannada coast, that is the coastal area of Karnataka, and coastal area of Kerala, that is called Malabar coast. How to identify? Let's see the source of this Godavari river. Mark a point here. There's the Krishna confluence. In front of the Krishna confluence, 2 mm downwards, and draw a line here. Thick this area. This side is sea, this side is the land, and between them that is the coastal area, the Konkan coast. Then mark the Malabar coast, that is the source of Kaveri. Parallel to the source of Kaveri, mark the point here, and up to the southernmost tip of India, that is the Kanyakumari. So draw a thick line here on the line, that is the Malabar coast, and remaining portion between Konkan and Malabar coast, that is yellow shading, that is the part of coastal part of Karnataka, that is called Kannada coast. Now come to the eastern coast. This is the eastern coastal plain from Kanyakumari in the south up to this Kolkata and this part of West Bengal. So this whole stretch, that is the eastern coastal plain, lie between the Bay of Bengal, this is the Bay of Bengal whole, and the eastern Ghat here. Here is the eastern Ghat, and between them, as you can see, it is the eastern coastal plain, and its northernmost part from Godavari Delta up to this part, this is called northern Sirkars, while the southern part from the Godavari Delta, that is called Coromandel coast. So in this way, mark the point here in the Godavari Delta, southern side up to Kanyakumari, Coromandel coast, and from here up to West Bengal, this point, this is called northern Sirkar. So this is all about the coastal plains, and as a whole what we call Gangetic plains and the coastal plains of South India.